What is going on, people? Good to see you again. Tim here, of course, Gamma VD. Next new product today, 2026. It is our dashboard accessory panel for the LX470. Yes, 100 series by request. Let's go. So this one very much inspired by our 80 series dashboard accessory shelf, where we're using a couple cup holder or dash switch inserts to install. On the 100, what we're doing is we are using a couple of the nav screws to hold this on, and then sneaking these little arms out beyond the AC vents on the sides of the nav unit. So it's working pretty decent. Let's jump into it. Let's install one. So pulling the dash apart, pretty straightforward. You just pop these vents out. Use your little plastic pry tool here, and just take your time and kind of work them. There it goes. And then you can start to free up the lower bezel around the radio. And again, just take your time and work your way around, and it'll pop out. Here's another shot, so no screws are required. We're just gently pulling on this around the perimeter, around the bottom. You can see how it's kind of moving out and eventually coming out, and then that vent comes out. So I can pop this vent out, and then I get access to that screw, and that's where we're going, that screw in, and then there's one on the other side. Nav in, and this is just a 10 millimeter on a little nut driver. Just pull both of those out, and I'm going to go ahead and unplug these two nav switches for the lower, this kind of this brown or wood grain surround for the tape deck and the climate stuff, because I want to pull this nav out completely. There's a little bit of trimming up here that I want to explain exactly how that's done. So just pull these things out very gently, and then that whole thing is kind of out of your way. So that's gone. Now I have access to where I can get these bottom bolts. And again, we don't have to pull this thing out, but we just need enough clearance to where that nav can pop free. So pull those two out as well. There are these little ears that attach to this hole that attach to that insert. And I just had to trim a little bit. And now I'm sorry you didn't get to see that, but I had to do it when I did the prototype of this. So it's something that you never see. That gets buried obviously behind the vent, but on both sides, there's a little bit of trimming that goes on there. And that's because these arms need clearance for kind of sneaking back in there. So we had to create that little clearance right there on the sides. I'm going to snap this back together just like that, and then go ahead and put my 4 screws back in. You can mix them up, they don't matter. And then we're going to bolt this little new shelf in and see how it looks. And that's what that looks like. So you can see those screws are now holding the arms, and the arms are coming around using that little notch that I created on both sides, just like that. Up top, I now have some hole patterns. I've already tapped some of these for some 1-inch balls, and you can see the clearance we have underneath. Nothing's touching the dash, right? That's what we want. But that shelf is on there. Feels really good. And now here's where you got to commit, because this now interferes with this arm, and so it's going to be necessary to cut probably an 1/8 inch down and just like a 1-inch wide little rectangle from the top edge of this, and that's what's going to allow that to sit there. So mod might not be for everybody, but that's what we're going to do to get this installed. So I just took my utility knife, putting those up there, and just did a tiny little mark on both of them, and that's what I'm going to trim, is just from there over. And I'm using one of these little bone saws to cut this, because pretty good tool for this. It allows you to stay fairly under control. A little bit better than like an angle grinder or something extreme like that. But you could probably whittle at it with a utility knife. It'd take you a while, or maybe like a really little hacksaw. That would work pretty well for this as well. So anyway, let's see how it goes. And here we go. That's what that looks like, all trimmed. And it did take me about 3-4 whacks at that, but I just wanted to do it, slowly but surely. Let me pull this out and show you what it really looks like. So a little bit on top, you can see the angle here. Let me put this down so I can focus the camera. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here we go. So a little bit of an angle that kind of runs parallel to this clip, if that makes sense. And then it had a little bit of a taper cut on the side here, where I did have to take off a little more meat on the inside than here. So probably 2 millimeter to 1 millimeter ish. But that really does fit in there pretty clean. I was thinking while I did this, if I messed up, I could probably take a tiny little bit of black silicone and just with my finger rub it in there, but I don't think it's necessary. I actually think that doesn't look that bad at all. So I'm gonna do the other side and button this thing up. Side 2 actually looked pretty clean. It went a lot quicker. So that's what that looks like. If I pull this out, give you do it one hand here. There it goes. Here's a look at what that notch ended up looking like. So same thing as the other side, just the opposite. And here we all go, all buttoned up. Snap that back in. These are in place. Of course, the nav was already bolted down. And what did we get? Well, we got a big hole pattern up here on the top where we can add a bunch of ram balls. Of course, we have no interference with the dashboard. At least this part. This stuff is sacred. Never ever put a hole in this dash. But the plastic stuff, I feel like that can be picked up on the used market, even on the junkyard market. So there is an undo path for this if you choose to go a different direction, but hopefully not. If that's the mount you're looking for, I think this one does it really well. Let's put some stuff on. I added 3 of the little screw-on ram balls that we stock here. They work really well. If, again, tapping the 1/4-20 thread into the shelf there, and of course, no contact at all with the dashboard. And there we go. We've got a couple mounts already. Phone mount, the CarPlay unit. Again, you can get creative with how you run the wiring, so you hide that, clean it all up. But yeah, if it's anything like the 80 version, it's pretty solid. And in fact, you're kind of getting some added reinforcement here, because the arms now are sort of suspended by the vents as well as those 2 bolts in there. So I think these are going to work really well. But of course, let me know your feedback. Love to hear it. I really appreciate the request for this product. A lot of guys have said, hey, can you make one for the 100 that we don't have to screw into the dash? So yes, this is our first attempt at that. Of course, it only fits the LX470. I'm going to say 03 to 07, maybe even 05 to 07. But I think 03 was the interior refresh there. So someone, of course, correct me if I'm wrong, and let me know your questions. Let me know what else you want to see, both in these products as well as these videos. And as always, I will see you.